Hello there, this is Åsa with a new process video. I've been missing in action for a couple of days now. I've had a horrible cold and it's still staying with me. So bear with my voice, and I hope that I'll pull through this voiceover. Today I'm using a couple of photos from our garden, and I am going to state this as my favorite place to have coffee at. So I needed to make some die cuts, I thought. So I went ahead and I photographed a couple of our coffee mugs or teacups, and I wanted to make them into cutting files for the Silhouette Cameo. So what I did was that I went to my Photoshop, but I guess you can do this in any photo app or on your telephone or on your computer, and I enhanced the contrast and I inverted the colors so that I got the negative image of the photo mug, or the coffee mug, and then I saved it as a JPEG, and then I went to the Silhouette Studio program and opened up that image. And when it opened up, it was kind of huge, so the first thing I need to do is to make it into a size that is suitable for my workspace. And here is the cup. The reason why I inverted the colors is that I have realized that the trace function works best if the thing that you want to make a die cut of is the darker part of the photo. I deselect the high pass filter and I pull the threshold lever until I get the whole cup filled. I push the trace button and I can remove the original image. The picture that I have now is a bit corrupt. It's got a couple of spots there that I don't want to cut, so I choose the tool for it's like an eraser, and I can erase the dots that I don't want to have in my cut file. And I still had some left there, so that I needed to do it twice. Now the image is done. I just need to make it into the size that I want it to be, and then I press cut. I made 4 different of these image files with cups and mugs from our kitchen cupboard, and I must say that was the most rewarding die cut work I've done on the Cameo until this day. So it was just perfectly fun, and I didn't need to worry a bit about legal stuff like copyright and those things. And I must say that I loved the result so much more than I would have liked cut out that I just made from a dingbat font from dafont.com. So this was a really fun project, I think. And I did also learn a lot about how my cutter works, and it sure gave a lot of possibilities for future projects. Together with these die cuts that I made, I'm also using a bunch of different die cuts from Shemel and from Simple Stories. And here is the title that I'll be using for this page. It's in Swedish and it says Bästa coffee place. I have die cut both the title and the cups from watercolor paper because I'm planning to do some coloring on these white surfaces. I'm going to color the coffee cups with ink from Stampin' Up! Ink pads. So I'm choosing an orangey kind of yellow color for some of them, and a teal kind of bluish color for some of the cups. And then I will continue with an idea that I got off YouTube the other week. I was watching a couple of different YouTubers playing with the I think it was a hip kit, and in the color add-on for the hip kit there were 2 different colors of ink pads, and this, a couple of the YouTubers did the same technique and I really loved it. They used the ink pads on the same die cut to color in like a two-toned effect, and it was just lovely. I wanted to try that out, so that is what I'll be doing for the title. This watercolor paper I bought in a bunch of A4 size back in summer when I did my last purchases, and that has been really nice to just play with, and I hope that I'll be able to make such a deal again, because I really enjoy coloring up my die cuts these days. Now I'm having second thoughts about the colors of the greenish kind of mugs, and I decided to change them up a bit with another color, but the difference won't be that obvious, I guess, not at least on the screen. I'm getting some helps from some small cute fingers there, going through a box of smaller ink pads, finding a color that suited the green kind of hints in the background paper a bit better. And this layout will be the last summer layout for a while now, because now I have decided to start with the Christmas photos from last year. I didn't do any Christmassy kind of layouts in January, so I think that I got some photos scrapbooked while it was still December, but then as soon as the new year came I stopped and put everything away, just because I didn't feel like it. I was pretty much over Christmas, so I will start now, and I will start this kind of work by going through all my Christmassy stuff. So that will be my next video, where I'll be showing you what I have in my stash and what I bought for after Christmas last year during the sales, and I think that will be fun. I haven't bought anything for this Christmas, and I feel that that is my kind of way to do it these days. I don't want to buy because of just everyone else doing that, and of course we need to support the industry, but I don't need to put my whole salary into the industry, and I rather much enjoy the things that I have and not waste anything of the stuff that I have bought. On the screen right now you see that I'm going over the same text with the different inks that I used for the coffee cups, and I'm leaving like a line on the middle, where it's almost completely white, and that gave a really fun effect. Hubby thought it resembled how you do when you paint like chrome and metallic surfaces, because that's how you do the kind of reflection, and he wanted me to put the title upside down, because that's how it should have been if I was trying to paint chrome, but that was just plain stupid, so I couldn't do that, and I didn't want to redo it to make it look like chrome. It was not the effect that I was looking for. I just wanted it to be fun and bright. As you saw there, it didn't stand out very much from the background, but I will later come back and do some outlining to make the title more visible on the page. Now it's time to start gluing everything down to the background paper. And for once I'm not making a photo block. This is one of those rare occasions when I'm gluing directly onto the paper, the background paper, and I think that was because I wanted the green background paper to peek out between the photos and frame them, instead of having one huge photo block. I thought it would be fun to mix it up a bit. My style is rather like strict, or I often do the same things, but in different ways. So it's always fun to make something that is out of the ordinary once in a while. That small text strip that goes between the right photos is from a branding strip, and I thought that would be fun to use. And like I said earlier, these 3 photos are from our garden, or from our porch, the place outside our kitchen, where we have a dining area and also a lounge area. We bought a lounge set this summer because we wanted somewhere where you could just sit and relax and not necessarily sit on a hard like a dinner chair. So that was one of our new improvements for this summer, and we are really happy about that, because we got a really nice place. And first we wanted to sell the dining furniture, because we didn't feel like we used it enough, so we just brought it out onto the porch and cleaned it up, and we wanted to photograph it for an ad in the paper. And when we had photographed everything, and we realized it looked so good where it sat, so we wanted to keep it, and we have actually been using it a lot more where it stands now. But now it's almost winter, so we won't be sitting there for many months to come. To get the cups into a more contained like shape, I decided to stack them in loose kind of piles on the page, and I realized that it looked a bit more contained, or they are staying together in a much better way than when they were on their own, and it looks kind of fun. There is a chipboard die cut there as well, so some of the embellishment has a bit of dimension. I'm framing the page with some thin washi tape, and it gave the design something to stand on, so that was a really nice idea. I didn't frame it on, or I didn't create a border all on the top, just a bit of a corner treatment there. I'm bringing out my new pen. It's a very thin pen that I bought from, I think it's called Muji. It's one of those kind of office and home stores, and we don't have one of those stores here in town, but there's a small department in one of our general stores, and they have some of their supplies, and I bought a 0.38 pen, which is just wonderful, and I will recommend it for all of my friends out there. So if you go to a Muji store, buy the 0.38 millimeter pen. Perfect for journaling, and also perfect for outlining titles that get lost against a pattern background. So what I'm doing now is that I trace the outside of the die cut title, so that it gets kind of like a shadow, and it enhances the readability a lot on the page. Yeah, and this is the finished page, and I'm really happy about it, because it shows my favorite spot in the world, and not only for having coffee. Oh, that was everything for today, and next video I'll be uploading will be about Christmas supplies from my stash. So you'll see a lot of old products, and I will also treat you to a layout chair with Christmas layouts from years past. I hope that you will enjoy that. Take care of you. This is Åsa. Bye!